This is SCP Radio Network, coming to you live from Skylab Studios. Up next is the Super Tejano Friday Show with your host, DJ Fluffy.
Este es el Diva Takeover, todos lo quieren escuchar, porque tocan la música alegre y se ponen todos a bailar. It's a Diva Takeover with DJ Mick y DCC. Miles y miles de gente la escuchan y nadie les puede ganar. Están en SCP Radio, estación internacional. Si quieren lo mejor, no se vayan lejos. Aquí está el Diva Takeover.
You're watching SCP TV.
Hoy te he visto con tus libros caminando y tu carita de coqueta, colegiala de mi amor. Tú sonríes sin pensar que yo al mirarte solo por ti estoy sufriendo, colegiala de mi amor. Colegiala, 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 no seas tan coqueta. Colegiala, 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 decide que sí. Colegiala, 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 no seas tan coqueta. Colegiala, 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 decide que sí.
Me encanta de Mick y Cruz para el mundo entero.
Hoy te he visto con tus libros caminando y tu carita de coqueta, colegiala de mi amor. Tú sonríes sin pensar que yo al mirarte solo por ti estoy sufriendo, colegiala de mi amor. Colegiala, 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 no seas tan coqueta. Colegiala, 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 decide que sí. Colegiala, 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 no seas tan coqueta. Colegiala, 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 decide que sí. Castigando los cueros, vemos noches en los timbales. ¡Miren! Hoy te he visto con tus libros caminando y tu carita de coqueta, colegiala de mi amor. Tú sonríes sin pensar que yo al mirarte solo por ti estoy sufriendo, colegiala de mi amor. Colegiala, 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 no seas tan coqueta. Colegiala, 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 decide que sí. Colegiala, 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 no seas tan coqueta. Colegiala, 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 decide que sí. Cuando se apaga el amor, cuando
tiempo te lo advertí, vete acostumbrando. Cuando llego a casa creyendo que me estás mandando, celos ahí te encuentro mi amor, celos ahí rabiando. Cuando nos conocimos te dije que yo era un parrandero y tú me contestaste que eso no importa, yo así te quiero. Me gusta el whisky, el aguardiente, el agua clara y la serenata, andar de parra con mis amigos, ver la sonrisa de una muchacha. Me gusta el whisky, el aguardiente, el agua clara y la serenata, andar de parra con mis amigos, ver la sonrisa de una muchacha. Que me desprecias, mi amor, si ando yo tomando. Si hace tiempo te lo advertí, vete acostumbrando. Cuando llego a casa creyendo que me estás mandando, celos ahí te encuentro, mi amor, celos ahí rabiando. Cuando nos conocimos te dije que yo era un parrandero y tú me contestaste que eso no importa, yo así te quiero. Me gusta el whisky, el aguardiente, el agua clara y la serenata, andar de parra con mis amigos, ver la sonrisa de una muchacha. Me gusta el whisky, el aguardiente, el agua clara y la serenata, andar de parra con mis amigos, ver la sonrisa de una muchacha. El aguardiente, el agua clara y la serenata, andar de parra con mis amigos, ver la sonrisa de una muchacha. Me gusta el whisky, el aguardiente, el agua clara y la serenata, andar de parra con mis amigos, ver la sonrisa de una muchacha.
Desde el día que te perdí, me he perdido todo. No encuentro el motivo cual, porque me dejaste. Que sigas viviendo y que vuelvas otra vez. Desde el día que te fuiste, mi amor, te he soñado todo. No me explico por qué tú me abandonaste. Lo siento por ti. Desde el día que te fuiste, mi amor, he soñado todo. No me explico por qué tú me abandonaste. Lo siento por ti, me lo has dado todo. Desde el día que te perdí, no siento nada en mis penas. Mi alma la veo vencida y ya cansada de llorar. Desde el día en que te perdí, no siento nada en mis penas. Mi alma la veo perdida y ya cansada de llorar.
Hello.
Your boy DJ Fluffy, the king of airways, along with the divas, las chupitos.
Yes, and we were just telling our special guest here that it's the
Diva Takeover show.
Your show doesn't
Hey.
start till 10
The
o'clock.
Super Ghetto Friday show does
king
not
is back.
start till 10.
The king is back. Y'all
No,
going
no,
out the door.
No.
Y'all haven't read the contract. Y'all can read your contract.
Oh, we read the contract.
contract.
Y'all
Whatever.
haven't
We
read
were-
the new one yet.
No, we
No,
were the ones
no.
on the air, and actually the contract renews every year, so that was,
Your
what,
year's up already.
9 months?
Yeah,
No,
so,
Bubba,
no,
you
you're
didn't
crazy.
read the fine print.
You did not read it.
Mira, se me caen las dos ahorita,
This
si no
is
las
a
mando
Diva
a chingar.
Takeover show right now,
I'll
sir.
Yes.
throw y'all out right now so bad y'all won't recognize.
Oh my
Whatever.
God, whatever.
All right, we'll introduce your guest here.
All right, so out of Laredo, Texas, country singer Mick Cruz.
Cruz,
Out of-
yay.
Woo! Thanks for joining us. He's a newly signed artist to Red Room Records.
Hi guys.
How are you doing?
Yes. I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here with you guys today. Or
And what
tonight,
sh-
shall I say.
What show are you on?
Oh yeah, you're already quizzing me, aren't you? It's the Diva Takeover Show.
We gotta start right off the bat.
I'm in support of the Diva Takeover Show.
Yeah.
But according to Fluffy, this is the King Show, right? Fluffy?
Nah,
I think
nah.
that's
That's
at
right,
least.
yeah.
Wait,
that's right.
I think we lost connection.
I know there's no connection. I can't hear you. Were you saying something? No, I don't know.
No,
Where's the
definitely.
flush?
I'm always in support of fellow musicians. So yes, the Diva Takeover Show is fine with me. No worries.
All right. Because
Más te vale, ah.
yeah. Women rule. Hello.
Yes, I am very aware of that here at home as well.
So, Mick, thank you for joining the show. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is obviously Mick Cruz. I was born here in Laredo, Texas, down south of the tip of Texas. I've been playing country music for approximately 20 years. Took a little break prior to COVID, and then we just started up again. Obviously, recently, as you know, with the new single coming out. But I went to high school here in Laredo. Started my music career probably my sophomore year, but I was more of a jock at the time. So kept it under wraps. I mean, obviously, back then, I guess you would say jocks and music didn't really kind of go together. So I was more of a jock at the time. So I kept, my focus was more on basketball at the time. And of course, as I went off to college in San Antonio, the music became a little bit more of my focus. That's when I started to harness my craft. My love fell for country. I loved all kinds of music, of course. I grew up with the likes of rock and roll like AC/DC, Aerosmith, and all that stuff that I love to. I love all kinds of music. My parents played rancheras. We played international rock, of course, country, and just a little bit of everything. And then I guess after college, I got myself a little job because I have to pay the bills, as everybody does these days. And so I started a band and it kind of took off from there. And a couple of years, well, shall I say about 20 years later, here we are. So that's what we're doing.
Wow. Thank you.
All in a nutshell.
Oh, yeah. It's like, okay. Next
Yeah, I was ready for that.
Thank you so much for being on the Diva Takeover show. It was an awesome night.
Thank you guys. Have a good day. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
You see, if you're on the DJ Fluffy show, that wouldn't happen. You know?
Can I ask?
You would have had your time right. You know?
And it's not the DJ.
DJ. No, DJ Fluffy would be blah 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 blah. blah.
Yeah, he
I was
wouldn't
like,
shut up.
hold on, let me stutter.
Yeah, that's why everybody wants to interview with me instead of the divas. The divas, all they do is drink. That's all they do.
Fluffy, why are they doing it to you, Fluffy? Why are they doing that?
That's just the way they are. All they want to come here, they just come to the show to drink. That's all they do. That's all they come to the show to drink. That's it.
Well, that was my next question. I see that Mary Jane has a blue cup there, a solo cup. I was just going to ask what was in that cup, actually. Was going to be one of my questions.
So it's Coke.
Coke. We have some glasses. If you see our photos from every show, and it's called Just My Size. So it's a big wine glass that we fill with. I'm tipsy bartender, so I'm always mixing drinks here and there. And since I forgot to bring the cups, I had to improvise, as women do. We use what's available. Our goal is to reach this.
Oh gosh, I think Fluffy just hooked you up with the mega glass.
But the thing is, we need another one, so I can't drink without my partner in crime, which is Mickey D. So it's just like, we need another.
So
fish
we're
bowl.
in a hunt for another one of those.
But it's okay. We always have backup.
Well, okay,
we have
I was just making sure because I am drinking. I do have a whiskey as well, just so you guys will know. I'm drinking with you guys.
I told him, look, if y'all want a bigger bowl, why don't you just go get your damn fish bowl and that's it. You know what I mean? That's big enough right there.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So Mickey D got us these cups. I said shirts.
We wanted a shirt.
I overslept today, man. So Diva Takeovers, you can't have a show without a little bit of liquor,
Especially from our sponsors, Blue Chair Bay.
Premium rum, So we drink responsibly, and we have to, promote our sponsors.
Sure. Sure.
It sounded good.
There you go. Hey, I understand that. I understand that completely. As a matter of fact, you can see a little bit back there behind me. Back in the day, back before I took a break, that was actually sponsored by Budweiser and Cabo Wabo and tequila and stuff like that. So I understand those things. You do have to promote it as you go along.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
There you go.
So what made you get into the country music?
When I was growing up, my brother was the one that started bringing the music to the house. He started learning guitar. And he started learning these George Strait songs, and actually you can see it on my bio. I wrote it because it's such a cool story, I guess, in a sense. But my brother started playing the guitar, playing all these George Strait songs, and man, I just, out of all the music, because I used to love the AC/DC, the Aerosmiths, the all those rock and rolls like I mentioned earlier. But when I started listening to some of that country stuff that I had for the first time, I just fell in love with it. I like the storytelling type. I like to tell stories. That type of music just really I latched onto, and so for whatever reason I fell in love with it. I started playing. I got a little bit better than my brother, and we started jamming out together. And from there, it lit a little spark, and it took off. Now it's a fire. So that's the way it happened. Definitely.
So does your brother play with you, or it's just you?
No, he doesn't play, but he's the one that kind of, I'll probably give him some credit. Obviously, he's the one that kind of started the, as we say, with the chispita. He got me going, very interested in listening. He sung a bunch of those songs, and I was like, dude, you sound horrible. Why don't you play it? And I just started singing, and then, I guess I just came out a little bit better than what he did. I'm not saying that I sing perfect or anything, but by all means, I sang a little bit better than he did. So I was like, okay, let's just keep it like this.
Okay. Well, I see you got some guitars in the background, so why don't you give us a little something that we can see what you can do.
Mary Jane did mention something about that you were going to put me on the spot. See if I can get one. I can
see if you would have had them back to the back, I would maybe let you slide a little bit, but since you got two of them back there, put them to use.
Fluffy, I was on your side, Fluffy. Just so you know. I mean, I was on your side.
I was, okay. Well, that's what happens when you don't get on my side fully. You know, got you put on the spot.
Oh man, come on, man. We gotta stick together. Let me just make sure. Let me make sure it's a little in tune, because since you just asked me right off the bat.
You see, Mary Jane warned you, and you still didn't get it ready. You knew about it.
That is true. She said, in all fairness to Mary Jane, she said you might ask. That was might. I was like, okay, well, the guitars are back there, but I don't think he's gonna ask me because he's such a cool guy, and since I'm on his side. But damn, that thing went out the window. Since I'm getting put on the spot, well, you know. I'll sing you a little bit of the In This Moment if you guys don't mind.
Go ahead.
So we'll see if Can you hear it a little bit?
Yes, sir.
All right. It wasn't rusted bones that made golden. With every passing day, you get older. I wrote down all the things that I would like to say. So you stay and talk to me, turn and walk away. I went back to the playground, learn to play. I remember the moment I first saw your face. Gonna hold on to this moment and never let it go. I never knew what I was missing until you. My heart's waiting for you. Oh, so long. Nothing in this world I'd rather do. Stay in this moment, in this moment. There you go, guys.
Awesome. That was awesome. First of all, great voice. Second of all, who was singing?
Yeah, I had a person beside me there. That we stay on key and we're on time and everything, because they're gonna pick up on it.
Wow.
Especially. But yeah, no, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I mean, I obviously, I wanted to give you a little sample, but hopefully you guys will play the song later on. It's a great song that touches me. It's a song that was pretty much, it's a father-daughter type of song. Mm-hmm. It's revolved around, basically, it was written in the perspective of saying that, you know, a father was not involved in the kid's life long enough, or too much, you would say, and you're trying to get back into that area where you guys can connect again and love each other and be the father that you want it to be. So, you know, that's why the moment he's trying to absorb those moments and say, I want to be right there. I'm enjoying every part of what we're trying to accomplish. So that's what it's about. So it could be relatable, whether it's mother-daughter, mother-son, father-daughter, father-son, whatever. So I thought it would be it.
Well, you know, that song has been hitting at several radio stations. And when Red Room Records told me that they were signing you and that they needed me to send out your music, I didn't think I was going to get the response that I got. You know, it's like I told you, iHeartRadio reached out to me and was requesting the song, and I was like, wow. So there's a lot of country stations across the state of Texas that are playing you. And then the fact that they're reaching out to you for interviews in such a short amount of time, because I think I just started this 2 weeks ago, something like that.
It's been pretty short, but we've had a good response, and thank you so much. I'm blessed really to have you on my team and everybody that supports me. I'm humbled I know it's not just me. Maybe I'm singing, but I mean, it's a team effort. And thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I know we joke around and stuff, but I really want to take that time to thank all of y'all, because it's all part of it. I can't do what I do without you guys.
Now, what do you plan to accomplish in the country music?
You know, Fluffy, I'm just gonna play music, and let's see where it takes me. You know, I want to inspire people. I want to write people. I want to write stories and songs that people can relate to. You know, enjoy themselves when they want to laugh, they want to cry, they want to, love, they want to, whatever the case may be. I don't necessarily want to put a goal at this moment in time, but I do want to write good music. I want to get it out there. I want to inspire people. I want to touch people's hearts. And if it takes me where it takes me, then so be it. We'll go with it. You know what I mean? So I don't have a specific plan in that aspect.
Cool.
But you've opened up to some great acts, I've seen. Kevin
Fowler,
man,
I've had the
Tracy
pleasure.
Lawrence. Wow.
Absolutely. I've had the really good pleasure of opening. Obviously, one of my favorites is Jason Aldean when he came out with that, his country album, and obviously Tracy Lawrence, which is one of my idols. John Michael Montgomery is on there, Kevin Fowler, Randy Rogers. I mean, the likes of them that have all come to Laredo. I've had the pleasure of hanging out and opening up. Learning from those guys has been fantastic, priceless, because I learned how they do it. And obviously try to mimic in my unique way to try and see if I can do what they do, but the way Mick Cruz would do it in that sense. So yes, cool. Definitely.
So what about a country song in Spanish?
I'm always open for that. I have been asked that question before, so definitely I'm always open for Spanish stuff. I can sing, I can talk Spanish as well. I speak Spanish, shall I say? I'm always open for that. Right now, I'm just trying to make some noise in the country world. And if the opportunity presents itself, maybe I can do a little mix of country and Spanish, maybe incorporate a verse or two, even then at that point. Or maybe, all the way through, just do a Spanish country song, which I'm always going to be open to. Music is music. If it's good, it's good. People are going to love it. You just have to have a message and a great sound, and I think people will react to it.
Yeah, well, right now the trend is where even Christian music, they sing in English and then they have a couple of verses in Spanish, or they'll do half and half, but that's the trend right now. So it's being accepted, and, of course, I mean, we're in the state of Texas, so you got to speak both languages.
Hey, well, if George Strait is doing it, anybody else can do
Everybody,
it, I mean, even George Strait got on board,
That's
now,
true.
have you ever thought about going to Nashville? Nashville, they have I just don't remember what month it is, where they have I guess like a country convention where, new artists go out there and they showcase themselves, and they're just playing at different places and get the word out there. Have you ever thought about looking into that?
Early on, Fluffy, I really, before I got, married or anything, I wanted to take my chances in Nashville. I really did. I just thought that at the time, maybe I can make some noise more in Texas, and maybe I thought my circle can get bigger, and maybe have my chances be a little bit better than going cold turkey. I didn't know anybody in Nashville. I mean, I know that a lot of people have done it that way. I even sat down with Tracy Lawrence. I asked him for advice at one point. I said, hey, what do you think? And he said he did it that way, but everybody's path is different. I decided to go, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make my circle bigger in Texas and be a Texas product. And if my circle gets bigger and bigger, then we'll definitely go there. And I don't want to say that I want to limit myself to Texas type music. I like to have a mix of mainstream Texas and a little bit of both. I don't want to be necessarily labeled as Texas music. I am Texas music, obviously, because I'm Texas. But I also like to incorporate some of the mainstream type of sounds in my music, and that's what comes out, and hopefully people will react to it and love it.
Awesome.
Cool.
And what made you decide to sign with Red Room Records?
Red Room just seemed like a comfortable fit. They seem to be a little bit more. I talked to them on the phone. I asked them about what they were trying to do, what they were planning on going, what direction they wanted to go. They obviously they know they were very good on Tejano, but they didn't have too much country yet. And I thought that I would be a great fit to be maybe one of the first ones in their label to do country. And maybe that way we can go ahead and make some noise and help them as well. and help me at the same time, and this is where we're at. So we're trying to do that route. So I thought it was very homey. I liked the way that Anthony and obviously Greg talk, and the message they were giving me, and the vibe I was getting. And I said, let's do it. Let's rock and roll, and let's work together. And like I said, I need them, and hopefully they need me to make this thing work.
Awesome.
Cool.
Now, are you currently working on any new material?
Yes, we are, definitely. Obviously I got to have a follow-up. So if this one is doing as well as you say it is, and I'm thinking it is, then we need to come up with something special. I do have something. There's one that we had already written. It's called All of Me, but there's another song that I like, which is I Love You More. So we're kind of debating on which way to go, depending on how it finishes, what feel we end up getting ultimately in the end, the mastering and recording of it. We'll make a last-minute decision on which one it's going to be. So it's probably going to be either a middle tier type of song. And what I mean by that is like a tempo, not slow, but middle tier. And then maybe after that, we'll release something faster and a little bit more edgy. And we'll go from there.
Cool. Now, how do you get
And come
inspired?
back on your show. And come back on the show, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, how do you get inspired? How do you get inspired when you're writing your music?
Fluffy, we find inspiration everywhere. It could be from friends. It could be from heartache. It could be just about anything. One of the songs that I have on one of those albums that I released privately was one song. My brother inspired me on telling me his story, and I was like, man, that's gotta be written. And so I started writing that same day. I wrote it in 20 minutes. There's songs that take me 20 minutes. There's songs that take me days, maybe even weeks. But you find inspiration everywhere around you. At anywhere you go. So it's kind of hard to say, particularly I get inspired by one. In this moment, actually was inspired, a buddy of mine that actually lives in Houston. His name is, he's an author named Roger Rodriguez, and he actually had a book that he was writing. And he gave me a little synopsis about the book, and he said, I would love to present this to like Hallmark and one of those movie theaters, but I'd like a song to go with it. And he told me, and that's where the father-daughter actually relationship came in, because it was part of one of the scenes in his book. And I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and grab from them. That's where I got that inspiration from.
Awesome.
Cool.
Nice. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone wanted to contact you
Sure.
for any performances, what's the best way to reach you?
Contact Mary Jane Segura.
Okay. You just added something to my resume.
Yeah, no, they can definitely contact you. I love working with you. You've been great. Thank you so much. And I think my email is listed. They can email me on that. I'm Mick Cruz, number one @gmail.com, and they can go ahead and reach out if they have some type of function that we can help out with and be a part of. We'd love to hear from you. And definitely, Mary Jane, if anything comes your way, you let me know. We're willing to go out there. We want to get our name out there. We've never been in the Houston area. I think the band would do fantastic, out there. We've been, pretty much localized in our area, which is fantastic. Laredo's been great to me. I love Laredo. Shout out to Laredo. Thank you so much for all your support. But I would love to go out there to Houston and Dallas and all that area, definitely, and see what the band can do. And I really think that we would do well out there. So, we're willing to do that.
So your band is all in Laredo? They're all based in Laredo?
Yeah, I have a guitar player that's in San Antonio, but the rest are here in Laredo. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, nice.
How many members in your band?
Actually, we have 4. We're a 4-piece. I'm actually looking for a piano player, so I would love to have a piano guy at this point. So I guess this is the place to ask anybody that plays piano. Go ahead and email me at mickcruz1 @gmail.com and let me know, because I do need some piano. I just love the way the piano sounds, so definitely need a piano player.
All right.
Nice. And do you have any merchandise available?
At this moment, no. Me and Red Room, I got to talk to Greg and Anthony. We got to get our stuff together here and get some new stuff. I had some old stuff back in the day, but I want to get some new stuff, and we got to see how we're going to get that going. But we should have some things to sell. Hopefully, the next shows that we end up doing once we get out there, more consistently, I guess you would say. So we're just hopefully we're going to let the song do what it does and let you guys do what you guys do. You guys are fantastic at getting it out there, and hopefully the response comes back And that would open up a bunch of windows, a bunch of performances where we can go out there and do what we do. And at that point, we can start selling some stuff.
So you got any shows coming up pretty soon or anything?
At this point, right now, actually, we don't have too many. So we're pretty much available. Like I said, we just released a song, what was it, 2 weeks ago, Mary Jane? So I mean, we're just trying to get some traction, trying to get everybody to listen to this. So we have a great set list. We play, obviously, I'll play a bunch of covers. A bunch of originals, but we'll play a couple of covers as well just to keep the party going. So definitely you'll have a good time. The type of show that you would see with us will probably be about high energy, fun. I like to interact with the groups, with the crowds, with everybody. So I think you'll have a good time at one of our shows.
Cool.
So do y'all practice during the week or on the weekend?
Definitely. Whenever, especially when we're going to have a couple of shows coming up, we definitely practice at least once a week, twice a week, depending on the materials that we have to work on. So if it's obviously a lot of new material that we're learning, then obviously we have to practice a little bit more. But I have a bunch of professionals. I've been blessed with some great musicianships, guys, I guess you would say, for lack of a better word. And they do their homework. And when we get together, it kind of comes together magically. So very happy about that. And I think the people out there and the fans, hopefully, that hire us will be definitely pleased with what we do.
Now, do you have anything on YouTube, like as far as your old, from before, or anything where people
there's
can
a
go and
couple
check
of
it
stuff out. Yeah, there's a couple of things out there. You can just Google Mick Cruz and some things will come up. I mean, I even think there was somebody that put up a Maná song I sang, Oye, I think it was an Oye Mi Amor, some version of it that I did. I did a version of it. I started acoustically and then we ended up playing it. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that you can find that we've done. Whether it's bars, personal homes, parties, and stuff like that. So it's not hard to find something if you just Google Mick Cruz out there. So you should be able to find something. But again, those videos are probably a little bit older. We've obviously we're going to be a little bit different now. We're obviously newer, younger, more mature, and we'll have different music out there. So definitely excited about that.
Cool. All right.
Man, what are you pouring there, Mary Jane? What is that?
Now you see what I'm telling you? That's all they come to do here for. They come to drink. That's
Fluffy,
it.
I'll never doubt you again. Good Lord.
I did tell you I'm tipsy bartender.
They look for Friday.
Are you sponsored by that liquor company? Who is that?
No, but we ran out of our favorites, and
we have a lot of liquor in the studio, so we're just whatever she picks up is what she pours in the cup.
These girls are actually texting throughout the week saying, "Hey, yeah, it's almost Friday. It's almost Friday.
We're counting down.
We can't wait to go get drunk.
3 more days.
That's all they
2
come
more
here to
days.
get drunk.
Whatever.
That's it.
Shut up, Fluffy.
That's all they come here to get drunk, and that's it.
So this is our sponsor.
Fluffy, I feel sorry for you, Fluffy. I'm sorry that you have to put up with that every day and every night. I'm so sorry.
Problem that when I gotta take them home, sometimes they want to fly out the truck. I mean, they're so drunk that they want to fly out the truck.
So this is our sponsor, Blue Chair Bay Premium Rum. It's Kenny Chesney's rum. Jenny's just company, I was gonna say. So, but we're running low, so we're trying to,
But there's something about this green bottle that
she doesn't like it.
Every time we give it away, 4 more pop up. This is the only bottle that keeps reproducing, and it's like I don't want this one to reproduce. I want the banana cream rum.
Well, next time I'm in town, we'll have to have a couple of drinks together and hang out a little bit, definitely.
Yeah, sure. Try to make it down here on a Friday night, and so that we can do a live interview. Bring your guitar, and if you want to bring your band, and we can hook up everything here, and we can have a little jam session here, So,
and
absolutely,
you don't have to feel pressure thinking you have to drink alcohol with the divas. You don't.
We have sodas. We have water.
We have water, and when you're in the studio, we treat our guests like family. We got potatoes.
We have food. We have a sponsor for tacos. Today they made us potatoes, baked potatoes with fajita, and baked potatoes with that one's with fajita.
So, good Lord.
Yeah,
Man.
so we have our another guest coming into the studio. So when you're in the studio, we have we cater. We have our sponsors bring in food. So we always have food and drinks for you guys to come in and enjoy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the invite, and I will take you up on that when I'm in that area. Definitely. but I am a whiskey guy. I have to say. I mean, I do drink a little bit.
That's what we're drinking, Bubba. That's what we're drinking.
Okay, good. I prefer the Johnny Walker Black. That's what I do. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make my pitch now. Johnny Walker Black companies out there, if you can please call me email me at mickcruz1@gmail.com. I would love to be sponsored by you guys.
Yes.
There you go.
Let us know what you like. We'll have it here in studio for you. No problem.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we'll buy the little mini bottle just if you want to come down here.
Oh man, come on, Fluffy.
Well, like I said,
we
can't bring another spot when we got somebody else already here. We'll get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? So we'll give you a little mini bottle, you know, like a little gift basket one, you know.
Yes, I'm very aware of those little ones that they come up.
You come down here, we'll buy you a gallon. All right?
And it's gotta be finished. You have to finish it Friday night.
And you had to finish it before you leave.
I don't know about that, Fluffy. I don't. That's a little bit peer pressure right there. But
okay.
you appreciate it. I will take the rest home.
I'm trying to see if you can hang with these girls. Because these girls, they go through
right now
3 bottles a night.
Hang with the divas. I can't.
Hey, they go through 3 bottles a night. You know what I'm saying? So
no, you're exaggerating. We go through 2
bottles. Just 2.
Oh my God, like that's any better.
They fill this up right here 3 times, so that whole bottle fills in here. You know?
I believe it. I believe Fluffy because a Fluffy would never lie.
Whatever.
All right. Well, you got any special shout out you want to send to anybody before we go?
Of course, I would just like to thank you guys for having me on today. I had a blast. I don't do these too often, and I'm just starting to have a great time with you guys. I'd like to thank obviously Mary Jane for all her work and her help of getting my song out there. Of course, Greg Ramirez Anthony at Red Rooms Records for believing in me, and hopefully this song can do what we hope it does and get out there and people will enjoy it and love and relate to it and play it. And let's see where it goes and let's see where it takes us. And hopefully we'll be here in another month or 2 and we'll start pushing the next one and build on that. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm really humble. Thank you.
All right. Well, good luck on your music, man, and keep on enjoying it, man. Yeah, and hopefully you get your whiskey sponsor. When you do, send me a bottle, and we'll go from there.
Fluffy, I'll take care of you. I will.
All right.
It's okay. You don't even drink.
I know. We'll be drinking it. We'll drink it for you.
He can put it on the shelf.
I'll have you sign it. And put it on the shelf, and we'll go from there.
Thank you, Fluffy.
That's
all I need right there.
Shelf.
No. It will not be empty because remember, I got my bottle of Cazadores at the house. So those are full. Yeah, we've been sponsored by a couple of liquor companies. I think it was Cazadores, that we for a while.
Veneno Tequila.
And then Veneno Tequila, and now Blue Chair Bay. So we got a couple bottles there, laying around everywhere, so.
Well, those might be the same distributors that distribute Johnny Walker Black.
Hey,
so maybe we got to talk to them.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We will do that. We'll put in a good word for you.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And we're going to play your song here, and we'll see you next time, all right?
All right.
Hey, man, y'all be safe, and thank you. Have a good weekend, okay?
All right, you too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
These walls and rusted bars have made me colder, and with every passing day you're getting older. I wrote down all the things I would like to say. Will you stay and talk to me, or turn and walk away? I went back to the playground where you learned to play. I remember the moment I first saw your face. I'm gonna hold on to this moment and never let it go. I never knew what I was missing until you. My heart was waiting for you for oh so long. Nothing in this world I'd rather do. Stay in this moment with you. I know you have questions circling in your mind. God knows words failed me at least 1,000 times. My palms are sweating 'cause I'd like to start anew. Please tell me everything and all that you hold true. Talked about all her dreams and where they may lead. No longer the man I was, my girl rescued me. I'm gonna hold on to this moment and never let it go. I never knew what I was missing until you. My heart was waiting for you for oh so long. Nothing in this world I'd rather do. Stay in this moment, in this moment. In this moment with you. In this moment with you.
pudiera mentir, te diría que aquí todo va marchando muy bien, pero no es así. Esta casa es solo un pensamiento que me habla de ti, y es tu voz como este mismo viento que hoy viene hacia mí. Cada vez me duele perder un minuto más aquí, sin poder entender por qué tú no estás. Estas tardes oscuras me asustan y no me hacen bien. Caminar en sentido contrario a lo que es mi edén. A veces creí oír que me necesitas, y alguna que otra vez siento tu mirar. He hecho unos cambios en mí, pensando si te gustará. Qué imposible es dejarte de amar. No existe fórmula para olvidarte. Eres mi música y mi mejor canción. Sé que no hay un corazón que sienta lo mismo por ti, como este que implora hoy regreses a mí. Oh, como este que implora hoy regreses a mí. Me estás matando, corazón. Ay, qué sentimiento traigo, que no importa si un día me muero. Ay, qué dolor que no lo aguanto. Mi corazón lo has dejado en pedazos. Ay, qué sentimiento traigo, que a mi vida ya no vale nada, y a mi alma has dejado destrozada. Ay, 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 sin ti yo no puedo existir.
sentimiento traigo. Ya mi vida ya no vale nada. Ya mi alma has dejado destrozada. Ay, 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 sin ti puedo existir. ¿Para qué? ¿Para qué vivir? Si yo lo sé que nunca seré feliz. ¿Para qué? ¿Para qué vivir? Si yo lo sé que tú ya no perteneces a mí.
All right, and we're back. Your boy DJ Fluffy, the King of Airways, along with the divas here.
We're so excited.
We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
Our in-studio guest is here.
She is here, but before we bring her on, we're gonna talk a little bit. Now, yesterday we went out to support our good friends from Santa Oscuridad. And if y'all remember that they were here last Friday, they did a jam session here. They brought their instruments, everything. They jammed out. So we got kind of a little sample of what was, you know. Of course, it's not the same when you're out in a big old concert venue. So yesterday they were at Warehouse Live, and we went out to tell what, man. These guys, if y'all have not heard these guys, y'all need to go check them out. Check out their YouTube videos. Check out their stuff. These guys jam out.
Yes.
And we got to give it up to
Someone's at the door.
to what was it, Luis? Was it Luis? Coming in. Who's coming in? Who do we got here? Hey, Las Masas Tacos made in. All right. I know. Wow. Well, like I said, we were out there, and these guys were jamming out. I mean, they were performing bad. I mean,
badass.
Well,
Not bad.
I didn't want to get
Hi,
in
come
there.
on, Dre.
So, but we had a good time out there, you know.
know.
And we got one of our other spots that just came in, like from the Brazos Tacos. Hello. You know, they're the ones that brought our potatoes today. We got potatoes here from them today.
I still have their merch.
Their merch.
You got the merch? Yeah. You know what? You're lucky because
we still haven't gotten the hat.
I haven't got the hat yet.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get a hat from the Brazos Tacos. Hey, we'll get you next time. And I still ain't got a hat. You know.
Demi reminded him. He's like, I still have it.
I love that hat.
But like, yeah, we're saying y'all need to go check out these guys, Santa Oscuridad. Like I said, if you like rock in Spanish, these guys are jamming out.
And Larry.
Larry.
Oh, my
What?
goodness.
You know, you got your favorite guitar. You know, I've always said Santana's a badass guitar player.
Oh yeah.
But let me tell you what, Larry. Hey, I
Larry
think he's up there. He's up there with Santana, man. This guy. He was playing. He's a guitar player, but in some songs he had to go and play kind of with an acoustic guitar. He had set up where he was playing two guitars.
At the
Had his
same-
electric, had his acoustic going. This guy was jamming out.
Yeah.
You know, but the
Yes.
whole band is badass. You know, I mean, if you like rock in Espanol, you need to go check it out. Check out their YouTube videos, man. These guys were jamming out yesterday. Like I said, we were able to have them here last Friday, and yesterday we saw them actually. You know, first time we saw them and perform like that, and man, it was a good crowd.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think there's a picture that one the singer posted, and it's a packed house. You know,
Yeah.
it's a packed house back to the back. You know, so shout out to Santa Oscuridad. Thanks guys for the invite. We had a good time out there, and now who do we got in the studio?
We have the one and only Demmi.
Where's she at? I don't see her.
Oh,
Oh, she's hiding. There she is. There she goes. We got Miss Demmi here in the studio with us. It's been a while. Thanks for coming back with us.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Mary Jane was reminding me that, man, the last time I was here, it was when Sola first got released.
Mm-hmm.
And we've released a lot of stuff since then.
Yes.
And a lot of things have happened since
Yes,
then.
yes, yes.
It's crazy.
Well, before we keep on going, let's do a shout out to your dad, Michael Garcia. He's tuning in right
Yes.
here.
Hello.
He's on duty. He's at the fire station. So hey, we know you couldn't make it, but you know that he says that they're listening in and everybody in the
Yes.
station's watching and supporting you.
Yes, and
You know,
hopefully
so-
he can join us on Skype.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if we can
definitely.
get-
And
get
Sonia de la
Skype.
Paz is on. Hey, Sonia.
How you doing?
Yes.
So, all right, well, tell us a little bit. Tell us what's going on. Like you said, the last time you came in, you were promoting the other one. Now you got, I think, two more of this. They came out already, and
Yeah, well,
so-
okay, so so Sola came out on accident, right? That
Yeah.
was
Yes.
that was an accidental release. Wasn't planning on that. But it was a good accident because it kind of got the ball rolling, got people knowing who I was.
You made some noise.
You made some noise, yeah.
Because people knew me from doing just videos on Facebook, doing covers with my guitar and stuff. And then Sola was accidentally released. And then after that, I got to release a song with Tejano Bluesman, Joe Villanueva. We did Quedémonos Juntos. That was #1 on the charts for a while. I got to release Aventura de mi Vida with Aviso. Nada de Ti with Shelly Lares, Sonia de la Paz, and Mónica Saldívar. And then I got to release my first David Tejano single called Con Tu Amor with David Lee Garza.
Yes.
And that did really well, thankfully. And then after that, we released Mariposas. And that did really well, and so now we're working on my third release, and it's been a while, but we're ready for this next one to be released.
Awesome.
Too, so
Nice.
It's been crazy, man.
Now, this past weekend, you actually were a headliner at the Kima Boardwalk.
Yes, that was super cool.
How did that go?
Oh man, it was very nerve-wracking. It was a lot of pressure, because I think, gratefully I've been able to open up at Kima with MC2. I see him right
Monica
now.
Cortez,
Monica Cortez. I was able to join him maybe 3 or 4 years ago for the first time. That was my first time ever performing at Kima. Then last year I was able to join Aviso opening up, and then I joined Shelly Lares as well. And then this year, for some reason, they
What do you mean?
For some reason
they asked me to headline only a night, but to headline the whole concert series. And when I saw the poster for it, I see Las Phoenix, I see Calor and Ram Herrera, Jay Perez, and all of this, and David Farias, and then Demmi Garcia. I'm just like, oh, shit. this is kind of scary, because people are still getting to know who I am. I'm not gonna pretend.
But that's a good thing, because that means you're making some noise. They're paying attention, so they're seeing. For them to ask you to do something like that, and it's not just a 10 people crowd there. It's not, there's hundreds of people there.
And they told me that my crowd was comparable to Gary Hobbs and the Dead.
Wow.
And
yeah, you did fantastic out there, and you nailed it with the fiddle.
oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh,
Thank
that
you.
was
That
awesome.
went through everybody for a loop, because I usually take my violin on stage for one song during a set, but this time I really wanted to showcase that, because I'm really proud to say I'm a musician. Before I'm a singer, before I'm an artist or anything like that, I started off playing instruments, and violin is one that I've been playing for now 21 years.
Wow.
And so I was able to take it on stage and put it in a Lisa Lopez song, as well as a cumbia, and then throw down on some Charlie Daniels and Devil Went Down to Georgia. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and the response from the crowd was.
Why didn't you bring it? You know you're coming here. Why didn't you bring it?
Well,
she didn't want to play the violin.
I know. You know what? The last time, the first time I was here, y'all told me to bring my guitar, and I didn't. I have a very forgetful mind.
Well, you know what? I think we got a couple guitars here.
And I'm always prepared with capos and picks. So we got one up there.
There's one right over there. We got the bottle.
Yeah, there is one right there.
We got that one there.
We'll get it tuned in a few
I
minutes.
promise I'm not lying.
Well, we know you can play. We know you can play. We see you. What instrument you play? You play several instruments.
Yeah. So I started off with piano. My dad taught me that, and then I moved on to guitar. Then I started playing violin, and then I think after that is when I moved to flute, and then ukulele, mandolin. I can sort of get by on bass. I kind of feel bad saying I play bass because I really don't, but I can.
If you need to, you can.
If I need to.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. But,
So what made you say, you know what, I need to learn these instruments? I want to learn them. What made you want to pick them up and learn them?
My dad.
Your dad? Okay.
Yeah, my dad. Because my dad plays everything.
Oh, yeah.
And he plays everything as if it's the only thing he plays. And then just my tia Lonnie, she's my dad's sister. She is an amazing bass player. I mean, absolutely amazing bass player. She was actually my.
I was about to say she was your backup for the Kima.
Yes. Yeah, and so she was kind of the one who inspired me to be a female, to play an instrument, not just to be a front man, and to be an artist, but to have an instrument, have some substance behind it. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's good, because if you're actually at a performance and let's say your bass player backs out, Well, hey,
You have to
I
be
can pick it up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll do it. Don't worry. Come on, we're gonna keep on going. I'll do it. You know, the guitar player backs out. You can pick up the guitar and play it. You know, so that's a good thing. You know.
Yeah, and it's great because I've actually done, you know, like I do gigs like church gigs and quinceañeras, things like that. And there was this one baptism I did. There's this one baptism I did with my tia Loni because they'll want classical music. So I'll take my violin, I'll call my tia, and I was like, hey, I need guitar and I need bass. You know, and she'll be like, okay, I'll be there. But this, it was at this church, and they were like, no, we wanted piano. And I was like, okay, so I just moved my music from here to here. And to be able to do that is, it's like I could kind of, it's a relief, you know, because if I wouldn't have been able to play piano, I would have been screwed for that gig and out of some money and have some really upset people. So it's a lot of hours that I've put in practicing that are paying off. You know, I don't know if it's a useless thing, but it's great for me. And then now my daughter is interested in piano, and to see her genuinely interested.
Cool.
You know, where I don't have to force it on her very much. You know, and it's good.
It runs in the blood.
Now I know a while you and your dad were doing some like little acoustic performances.
Yeah.
Are you gonna start doing that again, or what? You know.
Well, it's really cool because that place that we do those performances at is called the Old Railroad Cafe in Rosenberg. And we do those every once in a while, and I do, you know, I want to start doing those again. But I don't think you know, it has been announced, so I can't say it. We're going to be performing at the Old Railroad Cafe for Dia de los Muertos. They're going to be shutting down the street right in front of it.
Oh, wow.
Because where that cafe is at is in Old Rosenberg, so it's such a beautiful little area. And so they're going to shut down the road. They're going to have a stage there, and I'm going to be joined by Magali de la Rosa.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm going to be joined by Ruby Ann. So,
awesome.
So we're going to be performing out there on October the 29th. So people want to go, you know, it'd be really, really fun to join us out in Rosenberg because that's where my dad's side of the family is from.
Okay. So we got to make sure we keep an eye on that and, you know, go from there, you know. Okay.
Absolutely.
So now you're telling us you're working on some new music. Tell us about the new music you're working on.
Yeah, so I've been working with my dad. We've been trying to get some new stuff out because I know it's been a while. You know, I haven't released a song since November. And, you know, that's kind of sacrilegious. You know, it's been, what? we're already in August.
In August
like
already, yeah.
9 months.
We're starting to see Halloween stuff at the store already. And Christmas stuff. Like, whoa, hold on, man.
I know.
It's been a minute, so I'm trying to keep myself relevant a little bit, but yeah, we were hoping to have a song out by October, for sure. Okay. And there's this really beautiful cumbia that my dad wrote, and it has a really beautiful meaning behind it. Just because he wrote it about my stepmom, Michelle. She had COVID, and then she ended up having to have a double lung transplant.
Wow.
Because it just got her so bad, and she's literally a walking miracle. Like, it's crazy. So he wrote this song, and the words are beautiful. It could have some double meaning behind it, and I think that's why it'll relate to a lot of people, or a lot of people will relate to it, rather. So yeah, I'm really excited for people to hear that one.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Now your dad's saying with the entire band, so I guess it means you're gonna be performing with the entire band.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
Yes, and that's the thing too, is that people don't know I have a band. It's like I don't perform the backtracks anymore. So you know, the musicians that joined me on stage this past weekend, like I can't really like put into words how honored I am to have even been on the same stage as these people.
Yeah.
You know, we had Jose Luis Villarreal on bass, and man, that guy is probably one of the best bass players I've ever seen in my life. And if you listen to any of the videos, you can hear him clearly. And what I love about him is he's so animated when he performs. You can tell that he just feels it.
Enjoys
you know
it.
what I mean? And of course, my dad. We had Johnny Tobias join us. He's on my live, and I think he was on SCP's live too. He was the percussionist, and
And then you had Mr. Ruben.
Ruben Laredo, accordion. Oh my gosh! Shout out to Ruben and his wife. They've been so supportive of me since the beginning, and then, you know, to have him on stage with us is. I mean, he's a legend. He got honored at the Houston Living Legend.
Yeah, there you go.
So and very rightfully so. You know, that guy's, you know, been performing for forever.
62 years.
62 years.
62
Yeah, we had him in here 2 weeks ago? No,
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
He was in here, and he was done 62 years in the industry.
Wow.
You know, so yeah, he's no newcomer. No, he's been around. You know, so yeah.
And then and then my drummer is Monico Cortez the third.
Yeah.
So MC2's son.
Yeah.
And he's just an amazing drummer. Has amazing ideas, and he has a lot to offer and bring to the table. So to have him a part of my band now permanently is,
cool.
For sure.
Well, hopefully soon we see your daughter out there with you performing too, and she'll be out there and doing her stuff with you too.
Yeah, hopefully. And now the very first time I ever performed at Kima, and I don't know how she remembers this because at that time she was probably maybe 4 years old, just turned 4. But I remember I told her when I was on stage, I said, "I see you, baby," when I was on stage, and still to this day, she'll tell me to say that when I'm on stage. So anytime I'm on stage, whether she's there or not, I'll say, "I see you, baby." And like this weekend, she wasn't there just because I knew I was going to be super busy, so she stayed home with her dad. But he had the show playing for her, and so she was able to see that from home. Yeah, it is good because she's been able to see the progression of things and how hard that I've worked, and not only me, but my dad, my mom, my stepdad, my tío, all of us have really worked collectively together to make this happen. And I'm happy she's here.
Well, we got an Alan Martinez says, "Can I have your autograph?"
Hi, Alan.
So.
Alan, your dad said for a quarter.
He's crazy, Alan. He was running sound at Kima. Yeah, and it was my first time using in-ear. Man, when I tell you that's life-changing, y'all. I'm so serious because I've always used floor monitors.
Yeah.
And and that's great and everything, but I'm not going to pretend like I have the best voice. I don't. And my voice does not project. I'm not going to lie about that. So I have a very soft voice. So floor monitors are not really my best friend, and because I don't project loud enough to hear myself. So when I had myself right here, in my ears, and I could actually hear myself, that's why I was able to kind of actually perform for once and move around the stage and dance and interact with the crowd and stuff because I wasn't so worried about hearing myself.
Yeah.
And so, anybody who's never used ear monitors, use them. It's a godsend, let me tell you.
And I think a lot of bands are going to that now. A lot of bands are using that. It's much. This is much better, like you said. It's also clear.
Yes.
So I say it's clear instead of the floor monitors where, I guess everything's getting outdated and you're going into the new stuff. So you got to go with the flow.
Yeah, definitely.
So, it was awesome. It was awesome, and I was so worried too because during rehearsal we tried to use them and they were all cracking, and I'm like, oh hell! I was like, I'm gonna sound really bad at Cuba. But Alan and Max and Monico helped a lot with it too. They were able to get them working and get them sounding good for me. So thank you guys for that because I probably would have not done it. It's like I'd rather not perform bad and just not perform at all. And call the opener of Grupo Mensaje and be like, hey, do another hour and a half. And shout out to Grupo Mensaje, man. They're right here in Pasadena. I didn't know that. Yeah, we were there talking, and man, they're a great group of people. Great guys, great musicians, good people. I met I think his name is Ramiro. He's the drummer and the dad of the two boys that were at the merch table, and I was talking to him and his wife, and they're good people, man. Yeah, and I had no idea they were in Pasadena, so like right down the street from where I used to work on Burke. They're right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got to ask you something, and I want to know, and I think I know the answer to this, but. Last time we came here, you talk. You people see that you go to the hospital a lot. You told you have something going through.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you keep on doing it, and why are you staying in the music industry? Because you're basically in the hospital, and sometimes you don't do your full recovery. You come out, you get on that stage right away.
Yeah.
But what makes you keep on going?
Knowing
what you have.
Do you not watch her videos?
Yes, I watch her videos.
She says she loves this, and she's gonna do it to the day she dies. And
but that's what I'm getting point. That she has a disability, and she's out there still doing it.
But it doesn't stop her.
Exactly,
And
that's what it is.
She knows she's on borrowed time, so she's going to take advantage of it. You need to watch her video.
Oh, that's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm getting to. That there's a lot of people out there with disabilities, and they want to use that as I got this disability, and I can't do that. Yeah. Well, you got this person here that if you follow her, she's in the hospital maybe every other month. She's in the hospital getting her treatment, doing what she has to do because it gets to the point. And she gets done with it, and she's back out there, and she's doing what she loves to do, perform. So don't use
I mean,
just busy as something
But
like that,
the
you know.
thing is like I don't. To be honest with you, I don't know if that's a very good example to set. Just because I probably should be a little bit more cautious with that, because I do push it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot. And people who know me and who are by my side, when I am leaving the hospital way earlier than I should,
Yes.
They see the struggle that I go through. Because I was, I performed on Sunday.
And you had a
You were in the
procedure the day
I had
before.
a procedure 3 days before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know if that was smart. Because I was struggling at chemo.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I even told Michelle. I said, "Hey, she's in the hospital and she got performance." I said, I wonder if she's gonna cancel it, because I mean, hey, come on, you know what you go through because you told us your story.
Fanfare.
So we know.
Fanfare.
Fanfare, same thing.
Last year,
Yeah.
she was in the hospital. As soon as she got out, she was at Fanfare.
Yeah. You remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we remember. We of course remember this girl.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. And that was hard too. And then with Vegas, that was rough.
Yeah.
Because people don't know. Well, I've already said this before, but when I was in Vegas, I was in really rough shape. Really rough shape. But I performed on the last day of Vegas, and then the day that I was supposed to go home, literally the day after the convention, I went to the hospital in Vegas. They wanted to admit me there because my levels were just jacked up. I mean, it was bad. But I flew home. I was supposed to drive home, but I flew home, and then I was. My doctor is like, you know what? As soon as you land, you come straight to the hospital. We're gonna admit you, do your normal thing. And I was like, okay. I get here to Houston. I'm like, you know what? I have a performance in Grand Prairie next weekend. I was like, I have the Traders Village performance in Grand Prairie. I was like, you know what? I want that thing. I can handle one more week, And so, in Traders Village, I was there with my family, and then Monica Saldivar came to support, and she sang also, and then Alize was there, Tejano John Angel was there, and his wife Anna, who are my best friends. Monica's my best friend, and so they already knew my status, and they knew that I was not in a good place. So they were already very not upset with me, but they're like, "Why are you here? You need to." And I was like, "I gotta perform. Like this is kind of like you gotta pay your dues. You know what I mean? And if this is me paying my dues, how lucky am I?" And so I performed, and literally before my performance, I'm sitting on the side of the stage with my violin right here, and Monica's bringing me Gatorade, and they're telling me sit down, and I'm there just shaking, and then as soon as they call my name, I'm up on stage performing as if nothing's wrong. And that's what it takes. That's fortunately or unfortunately, that's what it takes. The police were ready as soon as I got off the stage to escort me. Like literally, they made a
pathway.
A pathway out of the backstage. They even made Bobby Pulido move out of the way, so that way I could go. But I was like, but when I got off stage, there was people there waiting to meet me. So I was like, no, don't worry about it. Like I need to go do this. I'll be fine. So we drove from Grand Prairie back to Houston, and then when I got back, I promised Monica. She's like, girl, if you do not go to the hospital when you get back, we're not friends anymore. so I admitted myself, and I was there. I remember that time I was there for about 4 weeks, and I know I was only in there that long because I did push it so much.
You pushed it much, yeah.
Yeah, and
So you know that if you push it, you're gonna be in there longer time. Yeah,
Yeah, and so that's what happened this last time. Because I was in the hospital in April. I was there for about 3.5 weeks. Yeah. And actually the only reason I came out was because my grandmother passed, and I wasn't supposed to be released yet. I still was not in a good place physically, but there was no way I was going to miss my grandmother's services. That woman is my everything. So I came out and I was able to handle it, so I stayed out up until I believe I got admitted July the 9th, and then they finally released me July 21st. So this time I was only there for about 11 days, which really, for me, that's not that long at all. And I told my doctor, I need to be out for this chemo performance, and he wasn't very, he was just like... I bet
your doctor like, this girl.
They already know.
He knows I'm stubborn, and the thing is, he knows I'm a musician too, so he was just like, look, you still need to get this procedure done, and we're going to do it Thursday. I know it's a few days before your performance, and I was like, let's do it. I got to do what I got to do, and I'll be fine. It is what it is. People have it way worse than me, and they still do more than I do, so I can't complain.
Well, you're a very strong woman.
Yeah.
She is very strong. And then when she was with Las Tejanas Unidas.
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
your story is just like,
You saw the.
girl, I was there for the premiere.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I didn't get to go to the premiere because I was in the hospital.
Because you push yourself,
because
but we
I
get
pushed
you.
myself. Yeah,
But,
and I still haven't seen it. I mean, I saw my portion of it, like bits and pieces, because Alyssa Torres, she's the one that recorded it for me and sent it to me. But I haven't seen the entire thing. I wanted to see everybody's stories and stuff, but I'm at least happy I saw mine. And like, it's so weird because I tell the story a lot, but when I actually saw it, girl, I was like crying at myself. I was like, you were so dramatic.
So no, but you're very emotional because you care and you're real. So no one was fake and everyone got to share their story. And they should have prepared us and had tissues at everything because, it's like I'm still tearing up, but it's like it's amazing, because you keep, you're so resilient. You keep pushing forward. And even though we know who you are and how strong you are, out of the entire thing, you're a role model to somebody. And you inspire people, and I told you that time and time again. What you go through, and I know you questioned it in the video, why you, but there's a purpose in everything.
Right, and that's the thing is I try not to do that too much, because again, just like you said, I know there's a reason why this is happening to me. Whether I understand why or not, it's not up to me to understand why. I just have to trust why, and I have to trust that God is doing this for a reason, and it could be worse. It could be worse. Whether somebody finds out that they're sick too, or not even just with an illness. If there's somebody's going through a hardship or something, there's going to be something that keeps you going, right? And you just need to kind of hold on to that and not let it go. For me, it's my daughter. For me, it's my music and my family. And like, if I stop, then that's a disservice to myself. It's a disservice to my daughter. I'm showing her that quitting is an option, and it's just not. At least not for me. And I have done. I have spoken about it. With this illness and just again being real and point blank, I don't know how long I have on this earth. I just don't. So with the time that I do have here, I need to make it worth it.
Yeah.
I need to leave a legacy for her. My grandmother left a legacy for my mother and for me. My mom left one for me. My dad left one for me. So I got to do what I have to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got Miss Esther Serrata tuning in. She says, hi, how you
Esther.
doing? Joe Villanuevo. He says, love you, Demmi.
Tejano Bluesman.
Yes, Tejano Bluesman.
So Adrian Solis is on here.
What's up, Adrian?
All right. Well, I think we should take a little commercial break, play some music, and we're gonna get this guitar. we're gonna get Demmi to tune this guitar, so when we come back, you'll play a song for us here. All right. So we're gonna take a little commercial break. Your boy DJ Fluffy, the king of the airways, along with the divas. We'll be right back.
Conmigo está bien.
back. Your boy DJ Fluffy, the king of the airways, along with the divas, the redhead aquí, la Mary Jane CC. Llorando. And of course, on the screen we got Michael Garcia. Woo! He's out at the fire station. He can make it. So, hey, tell us what fire station you're at.
I'm in Katy out here, station number 2, out here in Katy, Texas, Single Ranch.
Well, shout out to all the guys there at station number 2 in Katy out there, you know.
Yes, all our first responders.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're in the other room watching on the big screen, so.
They put you on the spot. They say, okay, we don't want to be on there. You put you on the spot, huh?
Yeah.
He's just adding some pressure over here.
Uh-huh. Need some pressure over here. So were you able to tune it good? Because you know that's gonna be able to tell you if you ain't tuning it right. I mean, I heard him say you better tune that guitar good.
I know. Anytime we're in rehearsal and I mess up, he'll say in front of everybody, he's like, "You're grounded." I'm like, "Dang it, Daddy."
Well, tell us what
everybody thinks that.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying everybody thinks that we have a little bit of Asian in us, and you know they mistake me for being Asian and Demmi también. And a lot of times I'll say, "Well, I'm gonna give you that Asian ass whipping a chingas."
He's gonna give you the kung fu.
Kung Fu Panda.
So tell us, what are you gonna do for us? I know we put you on the spot. You know, we said we had a guitar. We got a guitar here. You know, and so you.
Well, I mean, just something that I can play because I'm nothing compared to my dad. But since he's not here, I mean, I'll just play just some random stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
And I know people know this song. It's in English though.
Okay.
That's fine, right?
Yeah. That's fine. I mean,
you play whatever.
Daddy,
you're a little hard to judge me.
Oh, look, he's looking hard too.
I know. So, I know Creedence Clearwater.
Oh.
He's praying. Look.
Did you hear that?
He's praying to the Asian gods.
All right.
To the Asian gods.
Oh, the Asian guys. I just heard you. Oh my god. Okay. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm, and I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day, and I know, shining down like water. Daddy?
Beautiful.
All right, Dad, how are you going to rate that?
A 10. There you go.
Well, I could do another one.
Okay.
But it's a song that I wrote.
All right.
Okay.
And I don't think I even played this for you, Daddy.
Oh.
Ooh, surprise,
Surprise.
Yeah, so this is a song. I wrote this. I went to New York, and then I just kind of got inspired there. So, yeah. I've been stuck inside a day. Just wanna take your hand and let's go fly away.
Let's go up the coast of Cali or explore the cliffs in Maine. Let's just break the cycle of the same old thing. You know I really wanna see you without the stars beneath you, and you kissing me on the dark by lake. So much to see, so much to do. I get to do this life with you. There's no stopping us until we're old and gray. You know I have these dreams at night. Though darkness surrounds me, you're my light. You're the stars that shine in Houston. You're my river when I'm dry, and you keep me going every single time. You know I really wanna love you, with the mountains up above you, and all the souls around for miles and miles and miles. I wish there's more that I could do. It shows you I'm in love with you. Let's just dance under this moonlight for a while. Let's just dance under this moonlight for a while. Let's just dance under this moonlight for a while.
Awesome.
Wow.
Beautiful.
All right, Dad, what did you think about it?
10, 10, 10, and always 10.
There
you go. Thanks, Daddy. Yeah, that one.
I will tell you this, is that there is no time that she ever disappoints me. Every time she sings, it melts my heart all the time. So.
Oh wow, that's good.
Thanks.
That's good. Now, how do you feel when you're able to perform with your daughter on stage and have her there next to you and everything? You know.
Well, I will tell you this. It's probably the same feeling as my dad and my mom had when I was on stage with the Garcia band when I was younger. It's my dad told me that the greatest dream that he could ever have was to all have us on stage together. And whenever I'm playing with Demmi, whether it's off stage or on stage, it's just nothing but love, man. It's the greatest feeling in the world. Demmi I always tell Demmi that I'm her biggest fan, and I'll always continue to be her biggest fan, you know, and so it's the greatest pleasure in the world. I couldn't ask for anything else.
Cool.
Thanks, Daddy.
She is such a daddy's girl.
Yes.
You know what? And I got to say, I think all the girls, you know Michaela. You know how Michaela,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh,
it's just,
she's got you so suckered.
She's got him wrapped around his little finger.
The other day we were watching, you know how Facebook pops up the videos, you know, memories. Well, there was one that she was, I think maybe, I don't know, 3, maybe 4. She's sitting down in the living room in a little chair, and she's talking to her, and she's, Michaela, where do you got Daddy? Right here, right here. Where? And your little pinky right here. And she sure does.
Wrapped around her finger.
She
Yeah.
sure does. I mean, I can get mad at her, but I can't stay mad at her so long. You know, it's just, you know. But I think all the daughters are like that good with the daddies, I guess. You know, so. They blink their eyes and okay, here's my credit card. Here you go, take it. You know, like, sure, whatever. Here you go. You can have it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty
You
much.
know that already.
I've
At
seen
the pop-ups.
Well, not only that,
San
at
Antonio.
Fanfare in San Antonio, she was just picking frivolous things, and there Fluffy was finding, you sure you want it? Yes, Daddy. And then she's like, okay.
Yes, Daddy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Okay, now this one. I haven't played this one since I recorded the video for this a long time ago. Like, I think I recorded this video in 2019.
Oh, okay.
So bear with me. But this video is probably one of my most popular videos that I did for Facebook. So, once again, bear with me.
And what's the name of the song?
Lo que yo tengo.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yo te he dado lo mejor de mí. Oh, como quiero estar cerca de ti. Jamás olvidarme de tu corazón. Volver a amarte así. Saber que nunca volverás a mí.
podré vivir lejos de ti, jamás olvidarme de tu razón, volver a amarte así. Porque todo lo que yo tengo lo he guardado para ti. Quiero tenerte a mi lado y hacerte muy feliz. Porque todo lo que yo tengo lo he guardado para ti. Quiero tenerte a mi lado y hacerte muy feliz. I'll just keep it at
All right.
Okay, now I'm retired.
There you go. There you go. We're gonna have to get you
Burn
signed.
this anymore.
We're gonna have to get you to sign this one too. You know.
Yes. Oh, is that another one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, yes, please.
Yes.
Now let me ask you something. For your performance on when you did Kima.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, you got one. It's a team. How do you go by selecting, knowing that you're gonna be the headliner?
Right.
How did you go by selecting? Okay, I'm gonna play these songs.
It was it definitely took some thought. You know, I did throw ideas out at my dad, and he's like, no. We're not doing that. But I'm glad that he did that, because our set list, I feel, was perfect for what we were trying to showcase me as an artist, showcase my band as musicians. We wanted to have a good mix of, obviously, of Tejano, of paying respects to the old, the greats. We did pay respects to David Lee with Emilio Navaira. We did Que Mala Sangre Tienes. We did pay respects to Shelly, with No Quiero Saber. We did Grupo Más, Laura Canales, a little bit of Jay Perez. But then we also did my stuff, where it's a little bit more progressive and new. And then we threw in some country with Redneck Woman, and then we threw in The Devil Went Down to Georgia with the violin and stuff like that. So we wanted to show versatility, because, again, whether I want to admit it or not, I had something to prove. I had to prove myself. Because I am the newcomer on this headliner list, and I wanted to show versatility. I didn't want to be just another girl performer, and by doing that, it meant going outside the box and throwing my violin on stage when, that's in Tejano, you don't really do that.
Right.
So I think people will remember me, even if it's not by my name, it'll be as the girl who played violin, and that's perfectly fine with me. If that's the way people remember me, I'll take it.
Well, it's something, like you said, you're thinking out of the box. It's something different.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's something different.
Yeah, and that's how we were told a lot that night. Because it's almost like every performance that you do is almost an audition for the next performance.
Right.
So, you got to make sure that it's on point. You got to make sure that it catches somebody's eye, because I got to remember at Kima, it's not just Mexicanos that are there. There's going to be people of all different nationalities there. So we wanted to appeal to everybody. That's why we did throw in a rock song in there. We did throw in some country. We had the ballads with Esmeralda and Lisa Lopez, so we just wanted to kind of appeal to everybody, and we thankfully achieved that for the most part. Again, the performance wasn't perfect, and it never will be. But the little intricacies here and there is what makes it fun, and I think what people really enjoyed about it, and what I was told a lot, was our energy. They felt the love, and that's what I really enjoyed. And I think the fact that my dad and I, and my tia, it was a family thing. A lot of the Garcia family was there. My mom, was in the audience and stuff. So it was just great. It was great.
And it's funny you brought that up about the audience that you're trying to come out there. Our good friends with Comunidad, this is the same thing, that they're rocking Spanish, and they went to perform at this place, and there was a bunch of white people there,
right?
And then they started playing, like, okay, wait, listen to the music, don't worry about the words, and then one of the guys came up, you know what? This is one of the good songs, I don't know what y'all saying, but I was jamming out to the music,
Exactly. That's the thing.
because they sing Spanish, so they were a bunch of but they like the music. Once the music going,
exactly.
like okay,
you can feel the energy.
Yeah,
you know, whether it's in this language or that language.
Yeah.
You know, it's you can feel what's portrayed, and so that's my job as the performer, is to convey that message to the audience. You know, because the music will get through, but when there's that language barrier there, you really have to kind of break through that. Yeah, you know, definitely. So cool. It was great though. It was great.
Now, what performance you got? I know you got a performance coming up in Angleton, ain't it?
Yeah,
okay,
so I'm going to be a part of Diva Mania, which is awesome, put on by Mr. Jim Luna, Mario Ortiz, and J.R. Gomez. And then my dad just got word today that he's going to be a part of the $1 Million Band with Diva Mania.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so he's going to be on stage with me and with all of my sisters. I'm going to see if I can go through the lineup. I know Alize is going to be there, which is, I'm so excited for that. Because, like, you know, I've only seen Alize perform live maybe once or twice, and I'm that girl's biggest fan. Like, ever since David Olivares, I was like that girl. Like,
yes, I think the second performance, I was just like, I'm in love. She's got it. She's got it, regardless if she wins or not. There's something that's
there's
special.
something about her.
Yeah. And then, you know, what's interesting is, like, as females, all of you guys are going through something.
Yes.
And she's going through something. And,
yes.
you know, and it just makes it so worthwhile when you see it come together.
Yeah.
And it's paying off. But she's a natural.
Yeah.
And I love her to death. I'm Mama Bear with her.
Oh, yeah, good. Good. You know, you got to protect her, man, because, you know, she's young. She's young.
Yeah.
And, you know, same thing with Miss Madison. I tell her, Mommy, you got to watch yourself, you know, because they'll come for you.
Oh, yeah.
They'll come for you.
And that's one thing I love about your dad, because your dad pays attention to everything and takes so good care of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And your mom.
Ain't nobody going to mess with me. That's for sure.
And your mom.
That is for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and then to have the camaraderie of all of us women, and you know, and I'm really happy to see this happening, because, you know, this was a goal of ours when we did Nada de Ti, right? With me, Monica, Sonia, and Shelly, was to show us women coming together. And, you know, even the lyrics of Nada de Ti, you know, it's about, you know, I don't know if y'all listen to the words of Nada de Ti, but it's about us finding out that we were all cheated on by the same guy at the same time, but instead of us being mad at each other, we're gonna come together and go get him. Right. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So there's a camaraderie there, and I think, you know, now with Diva Mania, all of us women, I don't know do you know how many of us there are? I think there's 9.
I think
Oh,
there's
my goodness.
Like
Yeah.
10. I think
9 or
10.
10,
I think
yeah.
10.
Yeah.
You know, 10 women in the industry finally coming together on the same stage like that. It's not just 2 or 3 of us. It's a lot of us.
It's a lot of you. And the good thing is, like, as fresh new talent, and Jim Luna's giving you the opportunity to showcase your talent and make the Tejano world know, it's like, hey, we're out here.
Yes.
Come look at us.
Right.
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah,
You know, and that's
exactly.
one thing that I love about it, because it's like women empowerment.
Yes, exactly. And the fact that, you know, we have been supporting each other, you know, and I think people have been noticing that.
Yes.
You know, that it's not I mean, sure, at the end of the day, we're each other's competition, right? But at the end of the day, we're each other's biggest cheerleaders. And I think that that's how it should be. You know, and not just with women, but women with men, with men with women. It needs to be like that. You know, and I think the whole atmosphere of Tejano is changing where that's concerned, especially with this next generation. You know, we're sharing each other's music as opposed to saying, don't listen to them, listen to me.
Yeah.
You know, no, it's not like that. You know, all of us. I can't say that one of us does not do that. You know, Magali shares my stuff. I share Alize's stuff. Monica shares Sonia's stuff. You know, we all share each other's music. Carla Cristina, she's an up-and-comer who just got added to the lineup. You know, Isabel Marie shared my stuff the other day. You know, so it's like, whether you've been in this industry and you have a name, or whether you're just starting out, we're kind of in this together.
Yes.
You know, and that's really the only way that this is going to survive.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. You're putting a statement out there, because like back in the days, it was the competition, and it is competitive, but you're not allowing the competition to define you.
Right.
You're working together to make a difference and to show everyone that you guys can all work together. We work together with numerous other DJs.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be at each other's throats or not chill,
but that's what
but
makes
we
y'all-
all work together, because our job is to push the music and to get it out there.
Yes.
You know, and if a radio station doesn't have the music, we share our music.
That's beautiful.
You know, so I think this industry, you know, we're all coming together and we're just helping each other out because that's the only way we're going to grow.
Yes, exactly.
And I love it with Jim Luna when he came up with this idea, and I was like, oh, yes.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
You know, like a perfect example at the Guadalupe Awards. You know, me and Monica were up for the same award for like 2 different awards or whatever. And when she won and she beat me, I was there standing up cheering for her. And on the other award, when I won and beat her, she was up cheering for me. And, you know, that's how it should be. Like, you know, it's, you gotta, just because you didn't win that time doesn't mean you're not gonna win another time. You know, and that's the way y'all are doing it, and that's how it should be.
Cool.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, so I have the flyer. So it's Monica Saldivar, Magali de la Rosa, Sarah Monique, Carla Cristina, Savannah Boshin, Devin Banda, Angelique Alvarez, Sonia de la Paz, Alize Nino, and you, of course.
Awesome.
And it's on the 16th of September in Angleton.
That's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yes.
So.
Oh yeah, for everybody watching, there's the flyer right there. Oh, that's
Diva Mania.
Awesome. So. Daddy, get ready to learn all that music.
Yeah. You heard that? He said if you need security, he's available.
Oh, yes.
He does security work.
Women there. Yes.
You need food too?
Yes. Oh, man, how many was
10.
10? Yeah, so we need 10 women there, and let me tell y'all, we get some weird messages.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what would be funny?
We're gonna need some security.
If she has her own little spot there, and she has security, and she has a taco there, and they're like, hey, we're going to here. Where's our food? Hey, they're for her. They're for her. You know.
It's just for Demmi. Don't touch it.
You know what's crazy? So my mom didn't know that I was doing this interview today, and she was talking about it. I was with her right now. And we were with some friends, and she was like, yeah, Demmi did this interview with SCP Radio this one time, and there was this people that came and made tacos. She goes, but the thing that was there, and I was like, the elote. Yes, that was the thing. I was eating elote on camera. I was like, I don't care. This stuff is delicious. And then you put the fajita in there. No, shut up. Like, this stuff is
they're the ones that made the papas, so we're gonna eat papas in a few minutes.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, they made us potatoes.
Yes.
With
Don't tell your mom. Your mom's gonna get mad because you didn't take it.
I know, right?
You're gonna have to take some to your dad.
I know, Daddy. With seafood.
Oh yeah, they got
one with seafood, and then there's another one fajita.
Yeah.
What you missed out on.
But he had to work.
He's taking care of us stuff out there.
Yeah,
so
he's in fighting fires.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy, but right now with this weather, the way these grass fires are popping up everywhere, it's crazy. You know. So.
It's very busy.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, with all this dry weather and no water, all these places are dried up, and people still don't understand. They're flicking cigarettes out the windows, and it's like, come on, really, dude? I mean, they don't understand, but you know.
That's crazy.
All right, well, before we go and chow down this food, like I said, it's a pleasure always having you here. Merchandise. If you want to get your merch, we know you got merchandise. If you want to get your merchandise. If you want to get a hold of you, how can they get a hold of you and get your merchandise?
Yes, and I just re-upped on my merch too.
Oh,
so we have it in stock.
Nice.
It's at www.demigarcia.com, and that's with 2 M's. You know what? It's funny. Okay, one more story. So I thought about making shirts, because I have the same shirts as from the beginning, just my logo. But I thought about making some and putting on the back Demmi with 2 M's.
Oh yeah, that'd be cute.
Just putting it on there because I always have to kind of tell people it's not like Demmi Moore, Demi Lovato. It's Demmi. So so whenever you go to the website, it's www.demigarcia.com. You can buy the merch there, and I'll send it to you. I write letters with it. So that would be cool. And then follow me on social media. All of my social media is the same now. It's at I am Demmi Garcia. So everything, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat. Well, no, my Snapchat's different. I don't want people on my Snapchat. You can follow me on all the other stuff at I am Demmi Garcia.
Cool.
Gotcha. We got the website up.
Yeah, we got the website up.
Yeah, we got the website up. Yeah.
That's me with makeup.
So the next show is not going to be until the September.
Yes. Okay. So we have Diva Mania. Oh no, I'm actually performing in Milwaukee this month.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the Mexican Fiesta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm so
cool.
excited. We're gonna be. Shelly is doing a Women of Tejano Takeover showcase, and so it's gonna be me, Monica Saldivar, Sonia de la Paz, and Crystal Torres. We're gonna be performing out there. I think on Friday. A whole bunch of other people are going to be out there. Grupo Asalto is going to be out there. I'm super excited for that. Texas Latino, Shelly herself. I'm super excited because Jesse Joy is going to perform the same night. And oh my God, I love them. La Mafia. I'm trying to think of who else. Paquita del Barrio. Yeah, she's gonna be there. Yeah, a whole bunch of the lineup is awesome. Yeah, so I'll post the flyer on my story on social media. But yeah, I'm gonna be out there performing later this month in August in Milwaukee. Then Diva Mania is next month in September, and then we have we're gonna be performing at Acapulco. It's this club in Rosenberg on the 21st. We're really excited about that. We're going to be promoting the heck out of that one. So if you guys can come, we're trying to pack that place because this is kind of our first club gig. So we really do need to prove ourselves with that. So I'd love to see y'all there.
Just remind us, you know, and we try to make as many as we can.
Yes.
But just remind us, and we're definitely like we'll try to go out there support and
yes,
please. You know.
The 21st, and then of course the Old Railroad Cafe over there on the 29th with Magali and Ruby Ann. So that would be awesome. See y'all there.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to Jay Watts. She says Devin Banda took herself out of the. I don't know if that's.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So okay, that's true. Yeah, Devin Banda's no longer in the lineup.
Okay.
But y'all still follow her. She has some great music.
She does.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any special shout outs?
Sure. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting me, man, because this has been a long road and supporting me through the music, through my illness, and just through everything. It's been really, really, really special, and can't tell you how grateful I am. Cannot explain it in words how grateful I am, and I'm very humbled by it. So.
All right. Yeah. And Dad, we want to thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it very much. You know, and like I said, we got to try to get you in here one of these days. You know, it'd be an honor to have you here.
My dad has a wealth of stories. You know, if y'all don't know, before anything, he's been playing in this industry forever. Daddy, why don't you throw out some names?
Not that old, man.
You're not that old. Tell them who you used to play with and all that.
I mean,
don't be so humble.
Start off with Garcia band way back in the day, La Novela. That was 16, and then I got in with Elsa, and then I played with Roberto Pulido for almost 7 years, and then with Powerhouse Aviso, and then I've kind of been just on and on with a bunch of Houston bands, MC2, Carlos Maldonado,
Tracy
played with
Perez.
Ram, David, so
Ram and David.
kind of a feeling guy whenever.
So he has a laundry list. He's being humble right now.
Yeah, but we definitely got to get you in here one day. You know, have you come in here and get your side of the story too. You know, I mean, so you know.
If y'all don't mind me, kind of just interrupting y'all. Something Demmi didn't add is that the Fort County Fair, where they have Tejano Day, they're gonna have Lomo Caballero y Sin Cóndigo, right, Demmi? That's what we call it.
Cinco Digo.
Cinco Digo.
Hey man, I'm from Rosenberg. My Spanish sucks.
I know. I've surpassed my dad on Spanish. Yeah, and and I'm gonna be doing a song with them out there at the Fort Bend County Fairgrounds.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, I don't.
Grupo Secreto, yeah.
What was the date?
What was the date?
Man, you got me. I'm old.
I'll be promoting it once I find out. I'll be posting the flyer and stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be with Grupo Secreto and Cinco Digo. So
nice.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And hopefully by then it'll be a little bit cooler outside.
Yeah.
Definitely be listening out. We will kind of give y'all when the few songs will be coming out. As Demmi stated, it's a very, very personal song, and we're really looking forward to it. I think y'all are just gonna love it. So
cool. Well, we'll be waiting for it.
Yeah.
Let us know, and we can probably do a release here or something like that. We'll do something.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
That would be awesome.
Thank y'all so much, guys. Thank y'all so much for having Demmi, and I'm just kind of her biggest fan, but I thank y'all for having me on here as well. That means a lot.
No. It's an honor to have you here, and like I said, and shout out to all the firefighters out there. Trying to keep it, tuning in. Of course, to your station out there. Maybe we can do something one day out there for your station. We'll figure something out. I don't know.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
We'll get Demmi out there, take her guitar, and she'll sing, and we'll cook and do something. We'll do a little live performance for you out there. Or something. I think I got some connections. I can call somebody up, and we'll figure something out.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
All right, well, thank you for tuning in, sir. We appreciate it, and we'll see y'all next time, all right?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
so
All right,
Daddy, I'll call you in a little bit.
Like I said, we you know, it was an honor to have you here, Demmi. You know, thank you for coming
you.
out. You know, I think we finally gave you the spot that you deserve. You know,
Oh, thank you.
know, so,
Thank y'all for having
know.
me out since the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, even since before I released any Tejano music at all, y'all have been supportive, and I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Like, you have no idea. Like, y'all have no idea.
Well, you're family now.
Yes.
You since the day one you came in here, you became family. So you know, we try to give your spot back. But like I said, please go out there, take care of yourself.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the doctors. You know,
I'll try my best.
Yeah, listen to the doctors.
I'm terca, so you know, it's kind of hard.
It's hard, but once again, thank you very much. We appreciate it, and we want to thank our sponsors for coming out. You know, the ones we had here today. Las Blastas Tacos in the studio. Golden Eagle Guns out here.
Oh, yes.
So,
absolutely.
Blue Chair Bay.
Blue Chair Bay.
You know, Party for You, Margarita Machine Rental. Am I forgetting somebody? I think I'm forgetting somebody. One more.
Mickey and...
Mickey Lopez and Marciano Lopez.
Yes.
Mickey Mouse and Alien.
Mickey Mouse and Alien.
Yeah,
Thank
Mickey
you,
Mouse.
guys.
Yeah, that's our in-law. They support our station a lot. They're always helping us out. That's our family. You know, but other than that, like I said, we want to thank everybody. And if y'all ever need some kind of food, contact Las Brazas Tacos. If y'all need some classes for your guns, your concealed license.
Gun license.
You know, call Golden Eagle Guns. You know, we play the commercials on the radio. The phone number's there. You know, and matter of fact, Demmi got the card. She's gonna. Y'all better be careful. She's gonna be packing pretty soon. You know.
Oh yeah, y'all don't want to mess with me.
All right, we'll see y'all next Friday. Your boy DJ Fluffy, the king of the airways, along with the divas. We'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
This is your boy, Light Jockey Mike, and I just wanted to thank you for supporting SCP Radio. That's the end of our show, but please be sure to check us out on SpaceCadetPro.com, where you will be able to watch our videos, find and like all of our social media accounts, and chat with us. While you are there, click on the radio tab, where you will be able to see the show schedule and all of the different ways to reach us. You can also listen to us from there if you are on a PC or laptop. Thanks again, and remember, we are the future in entertainment.